Stroke risk over 60? This one fruit could change everything. Have you ever sat in a waiting room, holding that little appointment slip in your hand, thinking, this is the smart thing to do, this is how I take care of my health? Bright lights above, clean white walls, the nurse gives a warm smile, and for a moment it feels like the safest place in the world. But let me gently ask you something, just between us. What if the very test you're waiting for, the one they say is essential for your health, could quietly set the stage for a stroke, not next year, not next month, but before the next morning? I know, it sounds unthinkable. You've trusted this system for most of your life. You've followed the doctor's advice, kept every appointment, taken the medications. You've done everything right. And yet, behind the calm voices and the careful smiles, there are dangers no one talks about. Risks hidden deep in the fine print of modern medicine, so well disguised even experienced patients like you never see them coming. Risks that wait quietly until it's too late. Now, I've been practicing medicine for over 30 years. I'm a neurologist, a doctor who works with the brain. I've helped people recover from strokes. I've helped families pick up the pieces. But today, I'm not speaking to you as a doctor. I'm speaking to you as someone who truly cares, as someone who knows the weight of these quiet fears. Because we don't just worry about our health, we worry about our independence, our minds, our families. And nothing threatens all of that faster than a stroke. Every 6 minutes, someone in the United States dies from a stroke. It's one of the leading causes of long-term disability in older adults. I know it's scary, but I want to tell you something hopeful. A large number of strokes can be prevented. And no, you don't need a prescription. You don't need a degree. In fact, the most powerful protection might already be sitting in your kitchen. It's not about what you need to give up. It's about what you can add. You see, for decades, we've focused on the big three: blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. And yes, those matter. They always will.
But when I dug deeper into the latest science, when I sat down with top cardiologists and nutritionists across the country, what I found left me stunned. There are specific fruits and plant-based drinks, everyday items, affordable, natural, that form a powerful defense for your brain and your blood vessels. These are not exotic ingredients. They're simple. They're backed by strong studies, and they're available to you right now. I've read the research myself many times, and honestly, it shocked me. Because what the data shows is clear. With regular use, these items can dramatically lower your risk of stroke. So, if you've ever felt helpless when it comes to your health, this is your moment. For the next few minutes, I want to invite you into something more than a conversation. Let's sit down, just you and me, and walk through 9 specific fruits and plant-based drinks that can protect your brain from stroke. By the end of this, my hope is you'll feel not just informed, but empowered. This isn't fear, this is freedom. You'll have practical steps to take control of your health, to protect your memory, your independence, and your peace of mind. And as we go through each one, leave me a comment below. Let me know which of these you already enjoy. It's always encouraging to see how many of you are already on the right path. So welcome back to Stroke and Heart Attack. Today's video is special because this isn't just information, this is a gentle journey toward a healthier, stronger you. Together, we'll explore 9 powerful fruits and drinks, each one supported by science, each one offering real, lasting protection for your brain. I'll talk about how they work, and I'll show you easy, enjoyable ways to use them in your daily life. And be sure to stay with me to the end, because the final drink on our list is something most people overlook. It's an electrolyte-rich powerhouse that helps control nighttime blood pressure, one of the most dangerous stroke risks of all. So let's take our first step.
1. The berry family, your arterial guardians. Let's begin with something familiar, something many of you already enjoy. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. You may have heard they're healthy, but let me explain why, from the perspective of a neurologist. These small, colorful fruits are packed with flavonoids, plant compounds that protect your cardiovascular system. There's one group in particular, anthocyanins. They're what give berries their deep red, purple, and blue hues. But what they do inside your body, that's what's truly remarkable. Anthocyanins are more than just antioxidants. They help improve the flexibility of your artery walls. They reduce inflammation, one of the biggest hidden drivers of stroke. Inflammation can damage the inner lining of your arteries, leading to plaque and eventually blood clots. But here's the study that really opened my eyes. A landmark research project published in the journal Stroke followed over 93,000 women for 18 years. That's not a short-term study, and the results were clear. The women who consumed the most berries had a significantly lower risk of stroke. It doesn't take much. You don't need a huge bowl. Just a handful of berries, fresh or frozen, mixed into your cereal, sprinkled on toast, or enjoyed on their own as dessert. Think of it as your delicious daily dose of brain insurance. 2. Leafy greens, the natural blood pressure regulators. Now let's talk about leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens. I know, most people hear greens and think, I've already heard that 1,000 times. But what if I told you they do something very specific, something that directly reduces stroke risk? These vegetables are rich in dietary nitrates. And here's what happens in your body. Your digestive system turns those nitrates into nitric oxide. That may sound technical, but what nitric oxide does is simple. It tells your blood vessels to relax and expand. This process, called vasodilation, helps to lower your blood pressure. And as you probably already know, high blood pressure is the #1 risk factor for stroke. It places constant pressure on your artery walls, which weakens them over time, making them more likely to rupture or form clots. Now here's the research that really opened my eyes. A study published in the journal Stroke found that people who consumed diets rich in leafy greens had significantly lower blood pressure without medication. It's one of the cleanest, most natural ways to support your blood vessels. How can you use them? Blend a handful of spinach into your morning smoothie. Sauté kale with garlic and olive oil. Add collard greens into soups or stews. They don't have to be bland or boring, and you don't have to eat a plateful every day. Even a few servings a week can make a real difference. 3. Citrus fruits, the vessel protectors. Let's move on to citrus fruits. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons. Most people think of them as a good source of vitamin C, and they are. But their real power in stroke prevention lies in another compound, flavonoids. These compounds are strong antioxidants that help protect the thin, delicate lining of your blood vessels. That lining, called the endothelium, is very sensitive to damage from oxidative stress, blood sugar spikes, and inflammation. When it's damaged, plaque begins to form, and that can lead to blockages or clots. Now here's the study you should know. Published in Stroke, researchers looked at over 69,000 women. Those who consumed the most flavonoids, primarily from citrus fruits and juices, had a 19% lower risk of ischemic stroke. That's the most common type, caused by a blood clot in the brain. So what can you do? Drink a glass of 100% orange juice. Just make sure it has no added sugar. Eat a grapefruit for breakfast. Or add lemon to your water throughout the day. Just one note of caution. If you're taking certain medications like statins or blood pressure meds, grapefruit may interact with them. So be sure to talk to your doctor before adding grapefruit to your routine. Number 4. Bananas, the potassium powerhouse. This one's simple, affordable, and easy to enjoy every day. Bananas. They're a potassium-rich food, and potassium is a major player when it comes to stroke prevention. Here's why. We all know too much sodium raises blood pressure, but potassium helps your body balance it out. It encourages your kidneys to flush out the extra sodium, which reduces the pressure inside your arteries. There's a strong body of evidence behind this. One large-scale review, published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, analyzed 12 studies involving hundreds of thousands of people, and the conclusion was clear. Higher potassium intake was linked to significantly lower stroke risk, especially in people with high blood pressure. And bananas are one of the easiest ways to get more potassium. Eat one as a snack, slice it into your oatmeal, or blend it into a smoothie. It's a simple habit, but one that carries powerful protection.
5. Avocados, the good fat guardian. Let's talk about something creamy, rich, and heart-friendly. Avocados. Now, I know the word fat still makes some people uneasy, but not all fats are created equal. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind that lower your bad cholesterol, LDL, and help raise your good cholesterol, HDL. That balance is key, because high LDL is one of the main reasons plaque builds up in your arteries. And when that plaque ruptures or blocks blood flow, that's when strokes happen. But that's not all. Avocados are also rich in potassium, like bananas, and they contain folate, a vitamin that helps break down an amino acid called homocysteine. Why is that important? Because high homocysteine levels are a known independent risk factor for stroke and heart disease. So with avocados, you get a triple benefit: healthy fats for cholesterol, potassium for blood pressure, and folate for your vessels and circulation. Now, how can you enjoy them? Spread some avocado on whole grain toast. Make a simple guacamole, or even blend half an avocado into a smoothie. It adds a creamy texture without dairy. It's satisfying, nourishing, and quietly protecting your brain and your heart with every bite. Number 6. Pomegranate juice, the potent plaque fighter. Not all fruit juices are created equal. Some are loaded with sugar. They spike your blood sugar and do more harm than good. But 100% pure pomegranate juice, that's a different story. Pomegranate is absolutely loaded with antioxidants. In fact, more than red wine or green tea. And these antioxidants have a very special job. They reduce oxidative stress, the process that damages your blood vessel lining over time. When those linings are inflamed or irritated, that's when plaque builds up. But pomegranate juice? It's like a gentle rinse for your arteries. Research has shown that drinking it regularly can reduce the buildup of plaque in your vessels, helping them stay open and flexible. You don't need a lot. Just a small glass each morning is enough. But here's something to watch for. Read the label. Make sure it says 100% pure, not a sugary blend. Let nature's medicine do the work. Simple, strong, proven.
7. Beetroot juice, the natural vasodilator. Now this one might surprise you, but I really hope you'll give it a try. Beetroot juice. It's one of the richest natural sources of nitrates, even more concentrated than leafy greens. And remember what nitrates do? They help your body create nitric oxide, which tells your blood vessels to relax, widen, and allow smoother blood flow. The result? A gentle, noticeable drop in blood pressure, and fast. Studies show that even a small serving of beetroot juice can bring down systolic blood pressure within just a few hours. That's incredible. especially if you're someone who tends to have high readings at night, which increases your risk of stroke while you sleep. You can find beet juice at most grocery stores or health markets. The taste is earthy. Some folks mix it with apple or carrot juice. Start small, half a glass, and see how your body responds. It's not a substitute for medication, but it can be a powerful companion. 8. Unsweetened almond milk, the dairy alternative. As we age, many of us find that regular dairy doesn't sit quite as well as it used to. And some types of dairy come with saturated fats, which can raise cholesterol and promote inflammation. That's where unsweetened almond milk comes in. It's naturally low in fat and calories, and the good brands are fortified with calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients especially important as we get older. But what makes almond milk truly powerful in stroke prevention is its high content of vitamin E. Vitamin E is a strong antioxidant that protects the cells lining your arteries from damage. It also helps prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is a key step in plaque buildup. Here's how you can use it. Pour it over your morning cereal, blend it into smoothies, or stir it into your coffee or tea. Just make sure you're choosing unsweetened almond milk. You don't need the extra sugar. It's smooth, gentle, and kind to your brain.
9. Green tea, the ancient brain elixir. Let's end with something warm, comforting, something with a legacy that stretches back thousands of years. Green tea. You might already enjoy a cup now and then, but here's why it deserves a permanent place in your daily routine. Green tea is rich in catechins, a type of antioxidant that does 3 very important things. It improves the flexibility of your blood vessels. It helps lower blood pressure, and it reduces clot formation. A large study published in the journal Stroke found that people who drank just 1 cup of green tea per day had a significantly lower risk of cerebral infarction. That's the most common type of stroke, caused by blocked blood flow to the brain. Green tea isn't a trend. It's a time-tested, evidence-based choice. So the next time you're reaching for your second cup of coffee, consider switching it for a soothing cup of green tea instead. Your brain and heart will thank you. Taking control. Your health. Your choice. I know we've talked about a lot today. 9 different fruits and plant-based drinks, 9 habits to think about, maybe to try. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. You don't need to do them all at once. You don't need to change everything overnight. Maybe tomorrow you add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, or switch from soda to a small glass of pomegranate juice, or try a cup of green tea in the afternoon. Just one change at a time. That's how health is built. Because every small step is a step away from stroke, a step toward clarity, strength, and independence. Let me ask you, which of these 9 will you try first? Leave me a comment below. Your answer might inspire someone else. And if something in this video helped you feel more aware, more hopeful, more in control of your health, would you do me a small favor? Click the like button, share this video with someone you love, and subscribe to Stroke and Heart Attack. Your support helps this message reach more seniors who need it. And it tells me that these videos are making a difference, which means we'll keep creating more, better ones, deeper ones, for you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Your health is your journey, and every choice you make matters. Stay well, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.